नमस्कार दोस्तों, मैं पुष्पेंद्र कुमार आप सभी का अपने YouTube चैनल में स्वागत करता हूं। दोस्तों, क्विक पॉइंट की सीरीज़ में ये पार्ट 7 है। अगर आपने इससे पहले की वीडियोस नहीं देखी हैं तो आप उनको भी देख लीजिए, जिनका लिंक आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में मिल जाएगा। दोस्तों, इन पार्ट्स की सीरीज़ में अगर आप इन सभी वीडियोज़ को देखते हैं तो आप यहाँ पर बहुत सारे क्विक पॉइंट्स हैं जिनको आप तैयार कर लेंगे, जो आपको समझ में आ जाएंगे और जो कहीं ना कहीं आपकी जो लिटरेचर की नॉलेज है उसको एनहांस करने में बहुत ज़्यादा मदद करेंगे। दोस्तों, अगर आप इस वीडियो की या बाकी वीडियोस की पीडीएफ फाइल डाउनलोड करना चाहते हैं तो आप हमारे टेलीग्राम चैनल से जुड़ें, जिसका नाम है इंग्लिश लिटरेचर हेल्पर्स। उसका लिंक भी आपको डिस्क्रिप्शन बॉक्स में दिया हुआ है। चलिए दोस्तों, इस वीडियो को शुरू करते हैं। और दोस्तों, आप इस वीडियो को शुरू से लेकर के अंत तक जरूर देखें, क्योंकि इस वीडियो में जितने भी पॉइंट्स हैं उनको एडिशनल इन्फॉर्मेशन के साथ में डिस्कस किया गया है। जो वहाँ से इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट्स हैं उनको भी डिस्कस किया गया है। चलिए वीडियो को शुरू करते हैं। The poem beginning "Gather ye rosebuds while ye may" is written in the tradition of Latin poetry. To the virgins to make much of time by Robert Herrick। देखिए जो लाइन है "Gather ye rosebuds while ye may", ये कहाँ से लाइन है? To the virgins to make much of time, which was written by Robert Herrick. Next point is the name of the lady in Sydney's sonnet sequence is Stella। देखिए Astrophel and Stella। It was composed in 1580s and it contains 108 sonnets and 11 songs। और यहाँ पे आप कुछ और भी जानेंगे इसके बारे में। The name derives from the two Greek words Astor and Phil and the Latin word Stella, which means star। Next point is Every Man is the title of a morality play। Point number 54 है Every Man is the title of a morality play। देखिए Every Man, the summoning, देखिए एक बार इसको मैं स्पेलिंग बोल रहा हूँ SOMONYNG ऑफ एवरी मैन। ये क्या है? इट इज सिंपली नोन एज एवरी मैन। इट इज अ लेट 15th सेंचुरी मोरालिटी प्ले। देखिए यहाँ पे न्यू पॉइंट क्या है? द समोनिंग ऑफ एवरी मैन। ये इसका सबटाइटल हो सकता है, सबटाइटल कह सकते हैं इसको हम, ठीक है, लेकिन हम इसको सिंपली क्या कहते हैं? एवरी मैन। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज इन द फॉलोइंग ग्रुप ऑफ बेन जॉनसन्स प्लेज द प्ले ऑन एवराइज एंड ग्रीड इज द एल्केमिस्ट। देखिए द एल्केमिस्ट it was first performed in 1610 and it is a comedy by Ben Jonson। यहाँ पे आप एक नया पॉइंट जानेंगे। The Alchemist is also a novel by Paulo Coelho and Paulo Coelho was a Brazilian author। The Alchemist, which is by Paulo Coelho, it was first published in 1988 and it was published in English 1993। Next point is the metaphor in the line "Better my heart", 3% God is taken from Kokuri। Next point is Johnson's phrase about Shakespeare's Fatal Cleopatra refers to Shakespeare's fondness for puns। Next point is which of the following tales of Chaucer's is based on Breton lie? It is the Franklin's Tale। Franklin's Tales is based on Breton lie। Next point is what according to Bacon will make man witty? It is poetry। Francis Bacon was born in 1561, died 1626, and he is famously known for his essay collection। देखिए जो इनके essays थे, उनका जो कलेक्शन है, जो उनका पब्लिकेशन है, वो इस प्रकार है। His essays first time published in 1597 and there were 10 essays। Second time in 1612 and there were 38 essays and final publication of its essays it was in 1625 and total essays were 58। तो यहाँ पे याद रखेंगे आप 1597, 1612 and 1625। and he is also known for New Atlantis। New Atlantis is a work by Francis Bacon and it was published in 1626। Next point is identify the new poet who emerged in the 30s in England। It is W.H. Auden। W.H. Auden is widely known for his poems। मेजर पोएम्स कौन कौन सी हैं उनकी? फ्यूनरल ब्लूज है, द एज ऑफ एंजाइटी है एंड द अननोन सिटीजन। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज चौसर इज क्रिटिसाइज्ड फॉर लैक ऑफ हाई सीरियसनेस। इट इज सेड बाय मैथ्यू अर्नोल्ड। ओके, जोफ्री चौसर के बारे में कुछ पॉइंट जान लेते हैं। जोफ्री चौसर born in 1343 and died 1400। Okay, and he is known for the Canterbury Tales, the Book of the Duchess, the Legend of the Good Woman and Troilus and Cressida। Next point is which of the following historical events is most discussed in literature? It is the French Revolution. The timing of French Revolution is 1789 to 1799. Next point is D.H. Lawrence gives a portrait of himself in the character of Rupert Burkin. D.H. Lawrence का जो कंप्लीट नाम है, जो फुल नाम है, क्या है वो? इट इज डेविड हर्बर्ट लॉरेंस एंड रूपर्ट बर्किन is a sickly introspective school inspector in the novel Woman in Love. जो ये करेक्टर है किसमें है? Woman in Love में है and it was published in 1920. And he is also known for, जो D.H. Lawrence है, he is known for Sons and Lovers, The Rainbow, Woman in Love and Lady Chatterley's Lover. These are some other works by D.H. Lawrence. Next point is 64. The soliloquy beginning with the line "Thou nature art my goddess" is spoken by the bastard in King Lear. Okay. Next point is which tragedy in the following list of Shakespeare's plays was written first? It is Titus Andronicus. देखिए टाइटस एंड्रोनिकस में कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट करेक्टर्स हैं, उनके बारे में जान लेते हैं, उनको एक बार देख लेते हैं। टाइटस एंड्रोनिकस कौन था? ये रेनोवेट रोमन जनरल था। लाशियस कौन था? लाशियस ये टाइटस एल्डस लिविंगस्टन है। लाविनिया कौन है? लाविनिया इस टाइटस डॉटर है। तैमोरा कौन है? तैमोरा इज क्वीन ऑफ गॉड्स। एंड डिमेट्रियस कौन है? ये तैमोराज सन है। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज पॉइंट नंबर 66 की बात करते हैं। आइडेंटिफाई द पास्टोरल एलेजी अमंग द फॉलोइंग। जो पास्टोरल एलेजी है वो थायरसिस है एंड थायरसिस इज रिटन बाय मैथ्यू अर्नोल्ड। इट वाज रिटन इन 1865 एंड इट इज रिटन इन द मेमोरी ऑफ आर्थर ह्यूज क्लब हु डाइड इन 1861 एट द एज ऑफ 42। और यहाँ हम ओपनिंग लाइन की बात करेंगे। हाउ चेंज्ड इज हेयर, हाउ चेंज्ड इज हेयर ईच स्पोर्ट मैन मेक्स और फील्स। In the two hinxes, nothing keeps the same. Next point is a distinguishing feature of the Shakespearean sonnet is that it is a couplet at the end. चलिए यहाँ पे जान लेते हैं राइमिंग स्कीम ऑफ शेक्सपियरियन सोनेट। जो यहाँ पे राइमिंग स्कीम है वो क्या है? ए बी सी डी ई एफ जी। यहाँ पे क्या है? 3 क्वार्टरेन्स हैं और 1 राइमिंग कपलेट है। अगर हम पेट्रागन सोनेट की राइमिंग स्कीम की बात करें तो उसमें क्या है? सबसे पहले जानेंगे उसमें इट हैज़ 1 ऑक्टेव एंड 1 सेस्टेट। ऑक्टेव में ए बी ए। इट मीन्स अब्बा। सेस्टेट में क्या है? सी डी ई। अगेन आई एम रिपीटिंग इट, अब्बा ए बी बी ए अब्बा। सेस्टेट में सी डी ई। नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज identify the novel which is a dystopia in the list 1984. 1984 is a novel by George Orwell which is a dystopian novel and it was published in 1949. Important characters are Winston Smith, Big Brother, Julia O'Brien. ठीक है, यहाँ पे जो विंस्टन स्मिथ हैं ये क्या है? ही इज प्रोटैगनिस्ट ऑफ दिस नॉवल। और जो यहाँ पे जूलिया है, जूलिया कौन है? जूलिया इज Winston's lover. Next point is post Second World War British drama may be said to make a new beginning with look back in anger. Next point is identify the poem which talks of the inherent impossibility of fulfillment in love and desire. It is The Last Ride Together and it is a poem by Robert Browning. Look Back in Anger, it is a novel by John Osborne and I think it was published in 1956. Kindly check it. I think 1956 ही है। चलिए नेक्स्ट पॉइंट इज द मुसोलिनी एंड फासिज्म इन जनरल वर एडमायर्ड बाय W.H. Auden. Next point is Conrad examines the impact of American capitalism in South America in his novel Nostromo. Nostromo is a novel by Joseph Conrad and it was published in 1904. And its setting is Costa Guana, South American Republic of Costa Guana. is the setting of this novel. Next point is a strong sense of the overriding power of circumstance distinguishes the novels of Thomas Hardy. Thomas Hardy 1840-1928 और देखिए जो इनके मेजर वर्क्स हैं Far from the Many Crowd and it was published in 1874, The Mayor of Casterbridge 1886, Tales of the D'Urbervilles 1891 and Jew the Obscure 1895. Next point is the Indian whose name gives the title of one of Yeats's poems was Mohini Chatterjee. Next point is Staffordshire is the scene of the novels of Arnold Bennett. Next point is the critic who made ambiguity widely known as a feature of poetry was William Empson. William Empson was a critic and poet and he is known for 7 types of ambiguity. It was published in 1930. Next point is Sir Fopling Flutter is a character in Athena's The Man of Maud. The Man of Maud, or its subtitle is Sir Fopling Flutter is Restoration Comedy. It was published in 1676. Next point is identify the character in Vanity Fair who has made his fortune in India, Joseph Sedley. Who is he? He is Joseph Sedley. Vanity Fair is a novel by W.M. Thackeray and its subtitle is A Novel Without a Hero. Next point is the subject of the second book of Spenser, The Fairy Queen, is Temperance. The Fairy Queen, देखिए यहाँ पे जिनको पब्लिकेशन डेट है इन बुक्स की उनकी बात करते हैं. फर्स्ट टू 3 बुक्स यानी कि 1 to 3rd books it was published in 1590. 4 to 6 books it was published. These books were published in 1596 and final publication of Fairy Queen published in 1609. 1 to 3 1590, 4 to 6 1596 and final 1609. Next point is brief in progress and in the superiority of the present to the past characterize the work of T.B. Macaulay. T.B. Macaulay, Thomas Babington Macaulay, was a British historian and Whig politician. Next point is, but the Lear of Shakespeare cannot be acted. This was said by Lamb. Okay. Next point is, a heroine whom no one but myself will much like, said by Jane Austen of Emma. देखिए Emma, it was published in 1815. It was published in 1815 and most important characters of this novel are Emma Woodhouse, George Knightley, Frank Churchill, Jane Fairfax. ओके और यहाँ पे अगर हम बात करें अदर वर्क्स ऑफ जेन ऑस्टिन, जो इनके अदर वर्क्स हैं वो क्या हैं, यहाँ पे ट्रिक क्या रखेंगे आप, एसपी मैन, SPMEN, एसपी मैन, सेंस एंड सेंसिबिलिटी 1811, प्राइड एंड प्रेजुडाइस 1813, मैंसफील्ड पार्क 1814, एमा 1815 and Northanger Abbey. It was published in 1817 and Persuasion was also published in 1817. Next point is the Victorian poet who cultivated many arts successfully besides poetry was William Morris. William Morris was a British textile designer and poet and he is known for wallpaper and textile design. Next point is Cardinal Newman described the character of a gentleman in his book The Grammar of Athens. Next point is the poet whose work rescued John Stuart Mill from several mental depression was William Wordsworth. Next point is the book of John Ruskin which influenced Gandhi's outlook was Unto This Last. Unto This Last it was published in 1860 and it was translated by M.K. Gandhi in Gujarati in 1908 and its title was Sarvodaya, which means well-being of all. Next point is Dickens gave an unfavorable portrait of American life and manners in his novel Martin Chuzzlewit. Martin Chuzzlewit, its original title is The Life and Adventures of Martin Chuzzlewit. Next point is Natural supernaturalism is the title of a chapter in Sartor Resartus. Sartor Resartus, it is a novel which was published in 1836. Sartor Resartus means teller, retailer. Next point is the light whose smile kindles the universe, that beauty in which all things work and move, now beams on me, consuming the last clouds of cold morality. These lines occurs in Keats' The Fall of Hyperion. Okay. Next point is identify the poem which is an elegy on the death of Keats. It is Adonis, which is by Shelley. Adonis, elegy on the death of John Keats by P.B. Shelley. Next point is I am certain of nothing but of the holiness of the heart's affections and the truth of the imagination. This was said by John Keats. Next point is and never lifted up a single stone. This line occurs in Wordsworth's Michael. Next point is let nature be your teacher. Let nature be your teacher is a line that occurs in Wordsworth's poem The Tables Turned. Next point is Gray's elegy written in a country churchyard is written in stanza of 4 lines. Okay, elegy written in a country churchyard, it was published in 1751 by Thomas Gray. Next point is Will Honeycomb is a character in The Spectator by Addison. Will Honeycomb is the man of fashion. Will Honeycomb, who is Will Honeycomb? Will Honeycomb is the man of fashion. Next point is fame is the spur that the clear spirit doth raise to scorn delights and live laborious days. The author of these lines is Milton, and these lines are in Lycidas or are from Lycidas. Next point is the phrase the pilot of the Galilean lake. Galilean lake in Lycidas refers to Saint Peter. Next point is Milton's lament for his blindness occurs in the Nativity Ode. Nativity Ode, it was published in 1629. Next and last point is which one of the following characters best represents Shakespeare's transformation of a traditional dramatic character?